WA is the only state to not have third-party appeal rights. We spoke to Mayor Ron Morris about his thoughts on the matter.
Well, the issue it falls in two areas. One is the development proposals reflecting the interest of the community broadly, that is, according to what the community aspires it to be, and the other is the more specific issue of how adversely it may affect neighbours. So in Mosman Park, we've had very limited exposure to the State Administrative Tribunal Development Assessment Panel mechanisms because we have not a lot of development, but we have had two in precisely that area where we had a shopping centre redevelopment where the residents and the council were opposed to what was proposed, and that went to a development assessment panel. And then separately to that, we've had redevelopment of residential properties in some sensitive areas, areas that have river views, where the residents who have been adversely affected by the proposal have been would have wished to have gone through the State Administrative Tribunal mechanism or avenue, and of course they were denied because there is no third-party appeal rights as the system presently exists.
So what appeal rights do the third parties currently have, and are these likely to improve in their favour anytime soon?
Well, frankly, they've got very limited appeal rights. In fact, they've got none. So essentially the discussion, as far as all applications are concerned, is between the authorities, such as the development assessment panels or the State Administrative Tribunal, and the applicant. And you have sitting outside that the councils, and there is a sort of somewhat of a con, I suppose, in my view, in the sense that the way the scheme is established is that it provides for, theoretically, the council to represent the interests of the community. But the problem you have is that councils are continually playing catch-up, dealing with developers who have sought to exploit gaps in town planning schemes or local planning policies and therefore maximise their development potential. So councils are caught in this situation where they seek to represent the interests of the community and more specifically their own town planning schemes, and yet if an avenue for deviating from those schemes exists and developers access that, then council has no ability to rectify that deficiency. So that is why you've seen huge community opposition to development proposals, simply because the control or the outcome has been beyond without any access from either the council or the communities to rectify what is seen to be an unsatisfactory outcome.
Yes, hi, my name's Leisha Jack and I'm from a community group called Stirling Community Matters. We're here today to help support these residents. We're seeing this sort of thing all over Perth. This is a development where the owners want to build on the land around the block of flats. A lot of people are actually pushing the government to allow bigger setbacks on blocks of flats, and here they are, actually this developer's putting forward a proposal to build on the land around the flats. So this could set a terrible precedent for Perth if this goes ahead. But the residents that have gathered here today are poignantly aware that they actually have no say in this, really. In the initial stages of the development, they can say a few words, public consultation, but then that's it. They have no more say. If development is too big, too high, if all the trees are knocked down, which is very bad for human health. We all know that trees are very important for our physical and mental health and for cooling our suburbs. All the councils across Perth, especially the City of Stirling, are pushing to increase the tree canopy. They're spending a lot of money on that at the moment, doing workshops across the city.
I'm Gabrielle Clark for Undercurrents.